What's up, world? This is We Need a Fifth. This your man Mo. Got my man Hill on the road. What's good, bro?
Traveling, but taking care of duties for you, America.
That's
Nah.
it. And I got my man P on the line.
Yes, Lethal Weapon 3 is back.
Fellas, NBA Finals start tonight. We have to get our picks in right now. Before the game's about an hour and 30 minutes away. Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics. Game one is in Boston. I need to know who you got, bro. Hill, you on the road? Let's start with you, man.
I'm going to go Dallas game one. I'm going to go 112 to 97.
Okay. Who you got for the series?
I got the Mavs. Give me the. Oh, I would have went Mavs in five, but then I always remember about Drew Holiday. So give me Mavs in seven.
Okay. You wanted who's going to be the MVP?
It's gonna be Luka Doncic.
Cool. P, who you got?
Mavs in 6. It probably is going to be Kyrie, but they'll give it to Luka.
Um, who you got for this game? Game one.
Where we at? Boston?
Yep.
Yeah, I give Boston game one.
I got Dallas Mavericks in 7. Um, I think this is going to be a lot closer series. I don't think there's going to be a blowout game. I think this is going to be relatively close, and it's going to come down to those last 5 minutes. And you got to think that Dallas Mavericks get have at least one proven star that knows how to handle those pressure moments, and a young star in Luka that's showing that hey, he's made for these moments. So,
So
and I think there
112 97, no one's agreeing with that one.
112.97. I don't think it's gonna be like that, Like I can see maybe 112, 108. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be close games. Like, hey, especially with Drew, and Porzingis possibly coming back. If he's 80%, let's say, he adds another defensive wrinkle to what Boston could do and how they can switch and stuff like that. Um, so it's I think it's going to be a close series, and I think the difference is going to be Kyrie's experience and his ability to handle the moment, and also Luka showing to the world how he handles those moments. And I think them two together, I think trust, even though they don't have as much history as Jalen and Tatum as far as being in these moments. Um, I trust them a little bit more than I do Jalen and Jason, and that might not even be fair to them. I
Maybe
have
their
Luka.
redemption tour.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised, like if they meet expectations. Hey, Boston should win this series, but I don't know.
Hey, what you thinking?
And I think it's going to be a real good series. Like Boston is really good. Bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah,
really leaning to the star power and the ability to take over the game that Kyrie and Luka bring to the table. But yeah, Boston, hey, Boston's a good team, man. Boston's a good team.
Best record
But
in the league?
best record in the
but
league.
yeah,
Arguably, besides Denver, the best starting five in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
go ahead.
and there's no honestly, we should be all picking Boston, but from what I've seen, the
Oh,
Dallas Mavericks, how
yeah.
they trans, this is a different team, you know, than the regular season. Because in the regular season, Boston beat Dallas both times, and it wasn't even close. I think both of them were like 20-point victories.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey,
Did they
Yeah.
have the additions then?
one time they didn't, one time they did.
Yeah.
I don't think
Again,
it matters anyway. You throw all of that
even
out.
with, yeah, that's what I was about to say, Hill. Even with that, you know, you can argue, hey, the additions had just come, because I believe it was right after the trade or whatnot that they played them, and PJ Washington has been playing differently in this playoffs than he was in the regular season. I think he's getting more comfortable with what they're trying to do on both ends of the court, and it shows. And like I said, Luke and Kyrie have just been special during this playoff run,
yeah.
and
Now,
that's been the deciding factor for me. It's
yeah,
just like,
you
hey,
I would
guys.
prefer.
Go ahead. Hill.
Go ahead, no, go ahead, P. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no.
I'll make it quick. I just think Tatum or Luka, I'm gonna be happy for, and still a little sad for the other guy, but a little bit more of Tatum loses, I'll be like, man, he still is gonna be like, they're gonna be like, yo, when are you gonna deliver? Especially at home in Boston. Luka
Yeah.
is always gonna have, to me, a softer, you know, landing spot anytime he doesn't, you know, come through in these situations. You know what I mean? But Tatum's gonna take, I think he's gonna take a beating.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. They're already questioning if he's the best player on the team. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, which is, I don't think it matters if you win. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like you guys were saying, like Mo saying, like he thinks all the games are going to be close. That makes me, I hope so, because I feel like that's the Dallas advantage because they have two, you know, great closers. So and I you know, I want people going on the apology tour with Kyrie. That's what I'm, you know, because remember they pretty
Yeah,
much wanted this dude out the league like a year ago, right?
but
Right,
definitely.
Nike, right, Nike, right,
but
Nike. Because
but
John
I think
Morant's dropped. As soon as they drop
but
Kyrie, John Morant gets a sneaker.
but
How'd that
but
work
my
out?
thing, but I think honestly, it was earned at that time because it was off the court stuff
I
that, hey,
disagree. The man didn't want to get the man didn't want to get a shot.
not what you call it, then he started talking about the Holocaust and all that stuff.
He can't talk about the Holocaust. That's against the law.
Hey,
It couldn't have been that. It couldn't have been that. It couldn't have been that bad because he's playing right now. So whatever he did couldn't have been that bad.
But my thing is, Pete, at that moment when he did what he did, he got suspended. It wasn't like,
I
hey,
understand that. I don't think he should have.
it wasn't like, hey, he was totally innocent and cats were dropping him because of his play on the court.
No, I know
It
that.
was like, hey, certain things certain choices that he made off the court. And
right.
I think,
but I'm saying I think he had a right to make those choices. I don't think he should have been penalized by any of
yeah,
those choices.
but my thing is, at that time, hey, you're in a pandemic, and they're telling you to get a shot. Hey, and
And he
I had
chose
to
not
get a
to.
shot from my employer, or I wasn't allowed to come to
Right,
work.
but no one put a gun to you. You made a choice, just like he made a choice.
Yeah,
And I think you both have a right to make that choice.
and those choices come with consequences. Like,
And I
hey,
don't
if I made the
and
choice,
I don't think they should have. I understand what you're saying. I don't think they should have come with consequences. That's all
And
I'm
I think
saying.
a lot of people are thinking, and I think a lot of people are double thinking that whether they should have or not. Now, I think it was. Listen, I'm always going to be on the side of science, but like you said, I I think everyone should have had a choice. Unless if it's dead stamped, this is what needs to be done, then you should have had a lot of more fatalities. People are still alive who really did not decide to take the shot. To be
He
fair,
is. Kyrie's
yeah,
alive.
you know what I mean. So right, so
like,
who's to say was right and wrong? I think that'll be determined like years down. But at the time, what we took it for was that he was wrong and it was persecuted, and he had a belief. You know what I'm saying? He made a choice in regards to his body. So.
And like, hey, if I made the choice, I wouldn't have had a job. I got bills that's coming in, and it would have been bad for me. Like, hey, and I had to make a decision. And I think, hey, and I'm putting it down to the most common level, but that's basically what it was about. And it's
No,
like,
I
if
kind of
I'm
I'm agreeing with you, but I don't think you Malik, you shouldn't have to make that choice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know you did, and it is what it is,
Mhm.
but I don't think that's what it should have been. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay. Hey guys, let us know who you picking for the finals. Who you got? Who do you think is going to win the NBA championship? Who's going to be the next NBA Finals MVP? Hit us up on social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video is coming out. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. And you can hit us up directly at weneedafifth@gmail.com. Fellas, one last thing before we head out. What you call it? Lakers. It looks like they're targeting Danny Hurley for coaching position. What are your thoughts?
I don't think it matters.
Repeat that one again.
Danny Hurley, possible next coach for the LA Lakers. What do you think about that?
I think you're chasing your tail. I think as long as he's on that team, I'm gonna stick with it. It's not even gonna matter who coaches it. You're at his mercy. I mean, you're telling me LeBron's gone, and then Danny Hurley can, institute his own philosophy. Sure, I don't think there's anyone in this game that's bigger than LeBron James. Even still, I don't care what star there is that's emerging, he still pushes buttons. You know, you have listen. Lakers are pretty much a ride me casual fan base. It's high fashion ticketry. You have so many diehard Laker fans that you can actually say really love the Lakers. I don't think they're gonna care who does it as long as LeBron is there. If you ask the actual Laker fan who is not as invested as we are, they'll tell you, I don't care who coaches the team as long as LeBron's playing. And that's, to me, it's terrible. So I would love to see Danny Hurley's philosophy without him there, and have this team, go on and play. It's not gonna go. Inconsequential. I don't care who you put there. I really just didn't want to see JJ.
Couldn't do the podcast.
I mean, how do you feel? You think that's a yeah? I don't. I don't know when all of a sudden JJ Redick became, Hank Stram.
No, I felt if you're gonna seriously consider JJ Redick, and that's why I kept on saying even last show, hey, if you're gonna seriously consider JJ Redick, you need to just hire LeBron James as the coach and make him play a coach and put the challenge on the table for him and say, hey, you gonna stay in and get all this money? Here, go all in. Bill Russell did it. You got a chip. What can you do? If they seriously considered bringing JJ into the building, somebody should have stood up and said that. Like, hey, you might as well just let LeBron coach and have JJ as his assistant coach.
What they're doing, that's what I think that's what they've been doing if they had gotten up. I think
no, but you need to put them on the table and say, hey, this is what we're doing. you're gonna have to have the courage to stand up and take the position.
No,
No,
that's what.
no
But to be
ghost
fair,
rider.
Mo, I think Mo, I think that's what you want. I think they're coy enough to know that's bad business, and they wouldn't do it that way. They would just let him play as player coach. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying, but
Yeah.
they're not that stupid.
But hey, you can and plus you can spin it. Hey, listen, like I said, Bill Russell did it at the end of his career. You chasing legacy and want to add to your legend. This is your chance, your opportunity. You
Yeah, but I
want
think
JJ
that's
to
what
be on your
I
staff?
don't think they want that, though. I don't think they want. No, they want that though, and I think that's the reason why they're looking. Well, if JJ that is the extension that you have with LeBron James and JJ Redick.
Your audio's breaking in and out.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're frozen in the matrix, but we can hear you. There you
Yeah,
go.
no, I'm so sorry, America. I had to do some emergency shopping. I'm I'll take anyone, just not him. That's all.
Okay. The last thing before we leave, WNBA. A lot of fuss and a lot of talk about how the WNBA is treating Caitlin, how media is not looking at that. Hey, most of her rookie class is being treated the same way. Angel Reese got a hard foul not too long ago. Cameron Brink got a hard foul not too long ago. And people not, I think that's being mixed with some players, hey, feeling some type of way about the attention she's getting and saying, hey, I'm going to bring my best game to the court when I see her. And some of them are even saying, hey, let me test her out. Let's see how physical she could stand it. And I think, like I said before in the last show, I believe the WNBA is one of the most physical basketball leagues out there, male or female. I believe
it's basketball in the 80s.
Yeah, basketball NBA in the 80s, early 90s.
But that was unwatchable. We went over that though, but that's what made it unwatchable.
Yeah, and I think more eyes being brought to it, especially with the attention Caitlin's getting and stuff like that, is only good because it'll force them to get better. You have to get better. You have to start instituting some rules and enforcing them. So hey, maybe this will be a catalyst for that. And I also think like the sister in Chicago Sky who gave Caitlin the hard foul. Hey, if you're gonna be Bill Laimbeer, be courageous enough to go to the press and be Bill Laimbeer and be the bad woman. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be the bad guy and be the villain, and you're comfortable with that, and you're accepting that, and hey, you're coming to the game with some physicality and stuff like that. Hey, be woman enough to stand up on that and face the press. I don't want to hear Twitter figures afterwards, and then you talking your talk. Hey, talk your talk in front of the press, in front of the world, and say, hey, yeah, this is me. This is what I did. And guess what? She come again. It's going to happen some more. Hey, stand on that.
I know for me, and I can't speak for y'all, Andrew and Caitlin brought me there, and now I'm sorry I'm there. You know what I mean? Like,
Stop. I'm glad.
The games. I'm going in and out. I watched 3 of the games, and to me, it's
I'm
You,
short of basketball, but I'm not in short of basketball watching it. I don't know how you guys feel.
Yeah, I
it-
think this whole hoopla of this rookie class is making me appreciate Breonna Stewart and Aja Wilson more.
yeah, yeah.
Because I don't think this whole I don't think the rookie class is relevant. I don't.
Mm,
Aja
mm,
Wilson is leading the league in scoring and rebounding. To me, that's the
yeah,
story of the WNBA. The Minnesota
yeah,
Lynx, that's the story of the WNBA. The rookies, they're irrelevant to me.
yeah. And I was going to get to that in the sense that the WNBA and NBA have kind of dropped the ball in the sense of propping up their best players. Like you have a finals commercial that you've been playing for the last 2 weeks with Dwayne Wade and all that stuff, and all the champions, Magic Johnson, Zeke, everybody there, and you have Angel Reese and Camilla Cardoza. Like
Mhm.
Angel Wilson and Brianna Stewart weren't available.
But they're in. I didn't even know they were
Yeah,
in that.
yeah, they're the female representation, and they even do the Angel Reese crown me move
Oh,
in it, and it's like where he says, "Ladies and gentlemen," like they span the camera to Camilla and Angel Reese, and
yeah.
it's like, wow, they're rookies. I
But
understand they both.
at what point do we stop blaming marketing and maybe people just don't care? Is that a possibility that people just don't care?
In what sense? What do you mean?
Like, any like say if the ratings go down after a month.
Mm. Mhm.
Are we going to blame ratings or are we just going to say people saw it, they didn't like the product?
I think if the ratings go down as they continue to go through the season, hey, you got to look at the product, and but also you have to look at the, like I said, the marketing. Like to your point, you just said, hey, Aja Wilson should be the story, right? He's the best player in their league. She's leading the league in scoring and rebounds.
Well,
He,
I'm partial to Stewie, but okay.
yeah,
But
all
yeah.
right, or even Stewie.
Mhm.
I'll even give you that. They're both champions. They both
Mhm.
won MVPs. I believe they both won Defensive Player of the Year at one point in their career. And the NBA and the WNBA decided together when we're doing marketing for our finals, let's use the rookies from the WNBA
Yeah,
instead
I
of
agree.
Brianna
But I
Stewart
agree though.
or Aja Wilson. It's like, hey, and you could have even said, let's use all four of them. But you don't, you know what I mean? Just small things like that, though, that make
Yeah, but
that make the rookie draft class a little bit more prevalent as far as in the media and
I
how they
love. Listen,
market it.
I love Jordan. I love Jordan, but yeah, I wanted to see Shaq. I wanted to see Webber and what Penny did. I know that Jordan's going to be there within June, but sell me on these rookies. I don't listen. I know Brianna and Asia is it. I don't want to see them. I want to see these rookies show out and do stuff. They're not. I'm going. I'm not interested in Brianna and Asia Wilson. I saw it last year. They're probably going to meet up this year. I'm out. The whole thing for me was this rookie class. Next year it'll be this rookie class. So if Wishacoma's not living up to her snuff, meaning Caitlin, I'm going.
Mm.
So if the Masters was to make her the next best thing, you sold me on it. I wanted to see it. And people are telling me 17 is good, yeah, but it's not great. And that's why I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people you have one-shot deals on. I'm one of those one-shot deals. Like for me, I'm not a fan of the product. You know what I mean? And I maybe blame NBA, but
Mm.
I see it, I watch it, you got me there. Now all of a sudden, It's like I'm watching the game. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it. Is that my fault?
What can't you do, or what could they do to change your opinion? And we're about hold that, Hill. We'll come back to that. We're about to get up out of here anyway. We're running close on our time frame, fellas. Before we get out of here, what's on the radar besides the finals? Anything before we get out?
For me, definitely Dodgers Yankees this weekend.
Okay. Hill, anything on your radar?
They're gonna have a little technical difficulties.
Same thing. Hey, Dodgers, Yankees. Whatchamacallit, the finals. That's what's on my radar. Hill, what's on your radar? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Fellas, it's been real, fellas. That's about our 30 minutes right there. Hill, we got you back. Can you hear?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Nah, what's on your radar?
Like a couple of minutes. Yeah.
What's on your radar before we get out of here, bro?
These finals, just hopefully Kyrie's retribution tour.
I'm here for that.
In Boston's face, absolutely. My apologies, guys, for the audio.
All good.
All right, fellas, another one in the bag. We all picked Dallas to win it. I think P, you got them in 6.
Yes, sir.
I got them in 7. Hill, you got them in 7 as well. All right, let's see if we're all geniuses or dummies for not picking Boston. All right, well,
America. See y'all in the booth next time, America.
Yes, sir. Coming soon. Pause. Peace.
Pause.